There is something much, much bigger going on here. And I'm not saying bigger than you, but bigger than our human minds can perceive and conceptualize most of the time. What I'm about to share will resonate with some of you, I presume, deeply, and others will call me completely nuts, but hey, what else is new? So there are two things that I want to share with you. The first thing is that I have known you in the past. And I don't mean metaphorically speaking, like I've known you before you came here. Now that might not sound so strange, but the second thing is I have also known you in what we perceive to be the future. So this is a little weirder, but it's basically the same thing. And we agreed on certain things. We made certain agreements, plans, and it was highly specific. I mean, more specific than you would think. For the last few years, I've received the same thing over and over and over again during walks, during prayer, during meditation, in the shower, you name it. I mean, it just comes through, and it comes through unprompted. What I have seen is you thriving, and I've shared this before in our subscriber community on Locals. I've seen you thrive in the future, near future, beyond anything that you possibly or probably have experienced in this life so far. And the reason why I feel called to share this over and over again is because this thriving is essential for your impact and what you want to do and what we agreed to do together. And by thriving, I mean physically, spiritually, mentally, in your relationships, friendships, in love, but also in money and finance and abundance. So in all levels, just like thriving, like think about in the old paradigm, how we perceived before, during the programming that we all had, how we perceived certain celebrities as being, oh, that's the goals, right? They have everything. Of course they didn't, but that's what it appeared like. They had the looks, they had the health, they had the success, the money. So, but what I'm talking about is the real version, the authentic version of it, the actual, who you actually are. And so in the next weeks, in the next days, weeks, months, and very few short years, if you step into this, you need to step into this vision and out of what you're in now. You just need to step into the vision. You are going to create and experience a level of thriving that is beyond your wildest imagination. But it isn't for your self-interest. It's not to be self-important or just to, enjoy life. It is a necessity for what you will do and how you will impact the collective. It's a necessity. But you still have to sync up with it. Like you have to step into it. You have to do the necessary and take the necessary steps to bring that about and to sync up with that unfolding. And you are going to be amongst a group of people that's going to be most influential in the world, not just in your arena. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, and something is happening in the pit of your stomach and something is happening in your heart area and there's just a reaction here and your heartbeat is going up and there's some adrenaline coming out, it's because you're hearing the truth. That's why it's happening. I'm just a messenger. So I'm just telling you that you're going to be amongst the most influential people in the world, but it will look and feel and express completely different than what we've seen in the past. It will happen on a much more on a consciousness level, on an information level, on a field level. It doesn't mean you might be on the covers of magazines or known by everyone in the world, but your influence will be felt all over this place and it will be deeply impactful. But in order for that to happen, you have to transcend any and all limitations that you currently hold. I mean any and all. Anything that you deem to be impossible, improbable, unbelievable, you got to strike that. You got to step into this new and actually authentic vision. And we will sync up, we will meet up, we will work together in some way, shape, or form in the future. That's going to happen Everybody's coming back together again. The band's getting back together. That's what's happening. So we agreed on this in the past, what we perceive to be the past before we came here. We've made it to this point, and now the reunion is starting to happen, and it is happening. Don't get me wrong. You're going to get more and more connections with people, and it's going to happen out of the blue, and it's going to feel incredibly synchronized and guided, and the people that you're going to connect with, it's just going to be such a clear, heartfelt yes. You're just going to know them before you know them. So, like I said, I've known you in the future, and this is what's about to unfold. However, it doesn't happen automatically. You have to transcend your current circumstances that you believe to be ruling over you, and you have to become the creator again, okay? So this is what needs to happen, and I know you have it in you. I know you have the tools. I know you'll meet up with the right people. I know whatever you might need on this journey will appear as soon as you start taking the first steps. So what you're doing is you're becoming the best possible version of you, and you're doing it without any limitations. And that means you are allowing all the goodness of life into your field. The caveat is you're still going to see some very terrible shit going down in the world. And you might even start feeling guilty for feeling so good, but you can't let that happen. You can't feel guilty. It doesn't mean you have to be indifferent to those things, apathetic, and not care, but you can't let that pull you down. That's very important for sort of mission success, if you will. If you feel like right now you need some sort of assistance, guidance, practices, tools, meditations to help you on this path, that's what we created the After Awakening Retreat for, afterawakeningretreat.com. It's now a recorded version that you can attend at any time and do it anytime. It's just an invitation. By no means am I saying it's necessary for your path, all right? It's just an invitation. You have it in you. You'll meet up with the right people, and trust this, okay? This is happening for you. You are going to thrive beyond your wildest dreams. And from where I'm speaking, it's already happened, because I'm speaking from the future where I've met you, and it's already happened, and it's already a reality, and it's already unfolded there, and it's quite incredible. And that's literally where all this is coming from, is from these visions of the future, if you will, or memories of the future. All right, my friends, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here with us. We'll see you soon.
Your environment shapes everything, your thoughts, your health, your energy, but most people never question the invisible field they live in. We did, and that's when FLFE found us. It's not a product, it's a field of pure life force energy that lifts everything it touches. We now live in it 24/7, and we would love to invite you to experience it too. Start your free 15-day trial now. No pressure, no strings attached. Just the truth, resonance, and peace.